Yo, what's good? It's the Dokkan Deadman back with another Dokkan battle video. Hope everyone is doing well today, and I hope those worldwide celebration summons are treating everybody right. Today I'm going to be giving you basics for character growth, but before we get into today's video, if you could go down below and smack that like button, it does help me out quite a bit. And if you could also hit the notification bell along with the subscribe. I guess you would have to hit the subscribe first, then the notification bell, but you understood the intended order. If you can hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you can stay up to date with the channel, that will also be greatly appreciated. Today we're going to be talking about character growth, like I said, so let's go ahead and start off talking about super attacks, right? I feel like that's a good place to start. Okay, say you're summoning for a new Dokkan festival or a new legendary summon carnival, right? Whatever floats your boat. Say you're summoning for a new character, right? As soon as you summon the character, when you get the character, I know what the first thing you're thinking is, right? So we look at this Goku here. What's the first thing we're thinking? Well, I want to max out a super attack. I want to get him to LR, all this, blah, 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 right? So, usually the way that you max out a character super attack is you could fuse Kais into them. Yes, Kais will give you a guaranteed super attack level up. For those of you that do not know, super attacks start at level 1, you get up to level 10, LR characters can go up to level 20. So, you may be trying to get your character to level 20 super attack, right? Well, instead of using Kais for the first 10 levels, since this is a Super Saiyan Goku and there's so many different variants of Super Saiyan Goku in the game, what you actually want to do is come right over here to the right side of your screen where it says Giru's Guide, and it'll show you the entire list of units that you have in your inventory that can be that have farmable super attacks, right? So if I scroll down here, you'll see a bunch of different Super Saiyan Goku starting to pop up, right? It tells you the name right there, so no confusion or anything like that. But I come down to this Super Saiyan Goku. So mine super attack is already at level 10. If he was not worked on at all and he was still an SSR, he would look more like this Goku right here, right? You see how this Goku has a level 2 super attack. So it's telling me 2 out of 10, Super Saiyan Goku, you can farm him, you tap on him, it shows you all the places that you can farm that specific character, right? So Super Saiyan Gokus. Not that specific version of Super Saiyan Goku, but just any Super Saiyan Goku, right? Can use that copy of Goku to boost their super attack. And it'll make a little bit more sense. So let me actually go over to the wiki and explain what I'm talking about by farming same copy or same name units for super attack levels, right? Okay. So if we take a look right here, we can actually see a chart of how the super attack level boosting works, right? So say a character has the same name, so like Super Saiyan Goku, but they have a different title. So the title is what comes right before their name, right? So you'll see right here, it'll say if you try to fuse, let's see, a UR, no? Okay, so these on the side over here, I'm sorry, this chart is a bit confusing. These on the side over here are the rarity of the card that would be training, right? So this is the unit that you're selecting to boost right here on this side. And then this right here is the rarity of the training partners that you could give to that unit to make their super attack go up. So up here we have all the little units here, all the Kais and all the Christmas celebration type of units that give you guaranteed super attack levels. You see 100% chance right here. Then these guys give 100% chance as long as you're fusing them into their correct typing. And then you got Sleepy Kais over here, which we get like a very abundant amount of from just like playing the game regularly every day. These guys have a 30% chance. Always use these guys first. If you don't have units with farmable super attacks, before you use your 100% Kais, you want to make sure you're using your 30% Kais first because they're way more inexpensive and you get them so often, right? But let's look here. Say we have a rare character and we're trying to boost their super attack, which you wouldn't be doing because why would you work on a rare character at all? A neutral unit or a non-rarity, I guess, will give a 30% chance, right? Then you see that trend follows for rares and SSRs, and then SRs and rares and SRs, and then SSRs with SRs with SSRs, a lot of S's. But then we go down to the next tier and you see that SSRs, if you fuse a UR, if you fuse an SSR into them, there's a 50% chance of the super attack boosting. Now, if the character has the exact same name and the exact same title, then it will be a 100% chance. Also, if both of the characters are UR in question, so, or no, peep, right? So this is a different character right here. The 50%, that's like if you have a different named SSR. But if you have an SSR that's the exact same character, it'll be 100% chance of boosting the super attack, even though this is UR here. So same exact name and title, 100% chance as long as they're in the same form. When they're a different title but same name, 50% chance, even if they're at the same rarity level, right? And if they're like a rarity below. Then LRs also, you can fuse LRs as long as they have the same exact name. You can actually, so this works really well for free-to-play LRs, and I'll have another video on grinding like free-to-play units. I'll kind of make videos talking about grinding free-to-play units specifically in their own respective, like, because grinding free-to-play units is not so cut, clear, and dry. There's like a lot of different grinds for a lot of different units, but this is basically the breakdown of how boosting super attacks work. And when I get a little deeper into the video and I actually start going into training and showing you my units, then we'll have like a better idea of what exactly these percents mean, right? But let's go ahead and switch back over to Dokkan. So now the next thing we're going to talk about is training, right? Now training is pretty simple. If you select teams at the bottom of the screen, and then you select growth. So before there was growth, it used to be a training tab right here, and then an awakening tab right here where hidden potential is. They've now consolidated awakening and training and put them into one tab so that you can just kind of switch in between them, right? But we go to training here, we go to teams, we go to growth. Then you select on any character that you want to work on. So I'm going to choose a character who's not really worked on just yet. I'll just skip to when I find the unit. Alright guys, so the unit that I've decided to kind of like use as an example is Super Saiyan Vegeta, right? So the first thing we're going to choose is up here, select training partners, right? So we're going to press, now keep in mind, one thing I will say, if you want to just get the unit maxed out, get the super attack maxed out with the current materials you have, you press max growth. I do not recommend using max growth because it'll waste Kais on characters that you could possibly be farming super attack on. Also, it'll waste your highest level training location, and these are kind of rare to come by, I feel like, so I'm not going to really use that, right? But we'll come back and explain training locations as well. But let me back out and then go back in, so it's all reset. I'm going to tap on the little plus here, and then it'll ask me to select training partners. So if you look here, the character box actually shows you all of the units that you can fuse into this unit for super attack levels, and then all the other characters in the game that you wouldn't usually fuse into a character to work on them, right? So you'll see this Vegeta is SSR. You'll see another Vegeta with the same name but a different title. Super Saiyan Vegeta, I'm sorry. With the same name but a different title. So even though they're the same rarity, they're both SSRs, he will only give a 50% chance. Then you'll see these Vegetas up here who are UR and Transcended Ultra Rare. These guys will actually give him a 100% chance because they're a higher rarity than him. If he was UR, then they would only give a 50% chance because they're different names once again, or different titles once again, right? Then we have the SR down here. He's only going to give 5% because he's so low in rarity. Now, I could awaken this unit to SSR, increasing my chances to 50%, but I wouldn't recommend that just because it expends a lot of training materials. I do it sometimes just because I'm farther on in the game, as you can see, right? But it's like, if it's a newer player, I would not recommend spending those materials just to get like a super attack level, a chance of getting a super attack level. And then these are the sleepy guys over here that I was talking about. You want to use those first. Also, another good thing about this screen right here is we see these two Vegetas right here that I could use for super attack. I can also check the Vegeta up here that is the same version of that Vegeta. I can see that all his paths are open, but his super attack is level 1. So I'm probably just going to save these two Vegetas to fuse into this Vegeta so I can boost his super attack guaranteed later on, get him at least level 3 for guaranteed, right? Then we can back out. So let me go ahead and just auto. I usually auto my training partners just because I've been low on super attack boosting materials and whatnot lately, so I just press auto on that, right? If you don't feel like looking through and choosing the specific units, just press auto. Now we look over at the training items. Training items, so if you choose training items that are the same color, they give an extra 1.5 times experience. Training items are just going to come as you naturally progress through the game. There are definitely dungeons where you can train, where you can get more training items, and after I show you these training items, I'll show you where to actually go get them in a second. But before I show you that, you can typically just get training items by doing like the story, doing like events literally in the event tab of the game, Portal of Memories, like any events that you do, there's typically just like support items and like training items just like sitting on the map, so you can just kind of pick stuff up as you go, or sometimes it'll just be like a reward as you beat the mission, right? But if we look through the other tabs, you'll see they don't say 1.5 times boost. You can still choose other items, yes, they just won't give you as much experience, and sometimes you get low in one category and you gotta go choose the items from another like color. See, look at physical here. I only have, and this is set up in a way where you can do 10 on one spot, but it has to be 10 of the same item on one spot. So once you fill that out, you can switch to other colors and just add in more items if you really need to, right? But we're gonna press auto on this as well. And then training locations. Training locations have one of 3 effects, I guess I should say. This is the base training location, so it's not really gonna give you anything. It literally says gain more experience with other training locations. Some training locations will give you a certain amount of experience per training partner and per training item that you use, right? Then other ones will give you guarantees a higher level of success. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe regular is just like no extra boost in the experience gained for the character, and then big success is like 1.2, and then great success is like 1.25, or no. Big is 1.2, I think. Great is 1.5, and then super is 2.0. So 2 times the experience you would regularly get. So then you go up, and I said to do one of 3 things because you go up here, and they started introducing newer training locations that give a certain amount of experience per item you're using for training, per item and training partner, but also give you a guaranteed 2 times experience as well. You'll see in the end of this description, it says conducting training in this location guarantees a super success, along with the extra experience you're already getting, right? And then you can't really auto training location, but you just choose a random. I usually just choose whichever one I have the most of at the time being, just so I know I won't run out of it anytime soon. And then if I need to switch up and use a bigger one later on, then I know that I can just like switch to that one instead, right? But let's go ahead and get this man to level 80. And then we'll go over and talk about Awakening for a little bit. Alright guys, before we get into Awakening, like I said, you can actually train, or not train, you can actually farm training items from specific like dungeons, right? So you're on your main screen, you press start, you go to event, and then you're gonna go to the growth tab right here, because you got all the tabs up here. Go to growth. You're gonna scroll down until you see training at Corrin's Tower. This will get you training items, and then while we're here, let's go ahead and show. So the ones that get you extra items are called bonus levels, right? So this one gets you training items. This one's gonna get you more zenny. This one is gonna give you. This one used to give you like a lot of experience per run for like character experience, not account experience. Character experience per run, and then it would also give you rare items. This one's a little out of date. I feel like they're probably gonna revamp this very soon. Not very soon, but like they're gonna revamp it at some point. Then right here you can see their training, their awakening medal stages, and if we look at the awakening medal stages, they're actually broken down into 5 different levels for each typing, right? Because each typing requires different medals. Some of the medals do kind of carry over to other typings, right? But let's go and look at awakening. Since we're looking at this, that was a smooth transition actually. Okay, so we have finished training the Vegeta. He is max level now, so we can go to Awakening and then let's find him, right? I'm gonna do Super AGL and find him down here. Right here, right? So we'll see that he needs these awakening medals right here. These are like the basic awakening medals, and this is actually going to be a Z awaken right here. So you'll see that even after I awaken him, he still has the same art. He just goes from an SSR to a UR. That is a Z awaken that just gives them more stats to boost their level cap from level 80 to level 100. So let's Z awaken. And those dungeons that I was looking at just now in the events tab, you can actually get these medals from that, or just farm and play the game regularly, progress, and you can get awakening medals as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just auto through this again because we've already gone over the basics of the training screen. So one thing that I kind of want to break down real quick: when you first summon a unit, you get them as an SSR. They can only go up to level 80. Then you Z awaken the unit, turning them into a UR, ultra rare. So then they can turn into a level 100 unit. Then after you turn them to a ultra rare, from a Z awakening, by the way, that the 80 to 100, that's a Z awakening. Once you turn them from level 100 to level 120, or when you attempt to, that's going to be called a Dokkan awakening. And you'll see we have this form of Vegeta up here, but then you'll see when we awaken him, he'll actually change his card art. That is when the character is transcended ultra rare, and that's when they're 120 or level 120 for their max level, right? And the way that you get these medals right here, now every single character requires medals from a Dokkan event, but a lot of characters do require Dokkan event medals, Dokkan event exclusives, and then usually like little side banner units. Sometimes the yellow coin LRs too. Instead of requiring some different medal, they'll just require medals from older Dokkan events, right? But all you gotta do to find the medals, you actually just hold on the picture of the medal, and it'll tell you that it's a character specific medal for awakening characters. We already know which character this is for awakening because we're on the character. You press to event, and then it'll show you the event you need to go to, take you to the right level and everything. You press OK, then you come right here. This version will give you anywhere from like 2 to 6 medals. This version gives you a guaranteed like 7 medals, right? It can also boost your runs. I do not recommend. It's just gonna save you like 2 minutes. Dokkan events are very easy these days. Very, very smooth brain activity, I feel like I could say. After you get a unit to Transcended Ultra Rare though, you'll see, so Transcended Ultra Rare is level 120. You'll see some characters are actually level 140. So that means that the characters are Extreme Z awakened. So there are Extreme Z battles. Let's go there. The Extreme Z battles, right? And what you do is, you see I'm on level 31 right here. Well, you only have to beat the first 30 levels. Extreme Z battles will give you a Dragon Stone for every level you beat up until level 31. And every time you beat the level, you get some medals to Extreme Z Awakening character. Extreme Z Awakening is just awakening a character beyond their original maxed out form, right? They're pushing a character beyond its original limits, per se. So this cooler has recently EZA. So we do the EZA, we get the medals, right? So you'll see from this cooler mission, right? It gives us these medals. The medals are bronze, then silver, then gold, then rainbowed, right? Then you'll see it says level 31, you'll get a Hercule statue. It's gonna say that for every level after level 30, basically. You just continue to get Hercule statues. So after you beat EZAs, you can actually go back and farm them for money. That's just a little fun fact that I like to give people because you will go broke EZAing all these characters. After you get the awakening medals, you just come back to growth. You awaken the character again, right? So then you'll see characters at level 140. Where's Cooler? I just like to flex my Cooler because he's a dirty dude. You'll see my Cooler is level 140 now. When you EZA a character, it boosts their leader skill, it boosts their super attack, and then it also boosts their passive skill. Then I'm also just gonna flex on you. My Cooler is also all level 10 links, so I just wanted to kind of drop that in there for you guys. This is an update from the box showcase. He was not level 10 link before the box showcase. But once you get a character from level 20 to 140, that character is Extreme Z Awakened. And then there's one more rarity beyond that. Now, you don't Extreme Z Awaken a character and then turn him into this next rarity. It's like a character can either be Transcended Ultra Rare, and then they can EZA later on, or the character was just an LR. LRs can also EZA, but LR means that the character goes to level 150, and every LR in the game, when they get to their LR state, they actually have like a very crazy effect with their so you know how the game has stickers now, you can put stickers on Transcendent Ultra Rares. That was to pretty much mimic the LRs, because the LRs always have like ridiculous effects in the background of their cards. But that's going to be it for the basics of Awakening. Now let's talk about the hidden potential system. Okay, look, right, so they actually made it very easy on the potential system. You'll see that all of the orbs that are glowing right now are orbs that I can like put my points into, and you'll see down here, on the bottom it'll tell me how many orbs I have in all for the, so this is small, this is medium, this is large, and there's like a breakdown for each typing, right? So each typing has its own orbs. So you'll see all my full amounts, my totals of orbs down here. Then it'll show me how many orbs I'm actually going to be spending to unlock where I tapped. You can also just tap on activate all, and it'll activate all the nodes that are available to you right now. Fun fact, this section down here, so the bottom right section, to fill out this section, it requires your super attack to be level 10. This section is the most important section though. Whenever you get your first duplicate of a character, you always unlock this section first and foremost. Why do you unlock this section first? Because this section is the high growth section. So this one will give you the biggest stat buffs, and these down here are also choices in between critical or additionals, and then dodges as well. So now you can give your characters some crits, additionals, dodges, start getting some extra defensive or offensive capabilities with your character, right? The next path that you're going to open up after this path, and by the way, this is the only path that requires your super attack to be level 10. Every other path, it doesn't matter what level your super attack is at. And once you finish this path up though, you're going to want to unlock this path next. So this one because of the high growth, and it gives you your first half of additional and crits. This one because this one also gives you not high growth, it's the same as high growth in the sense that it gives you a balance of growth, but this one is going to be a little bit lower stat, right? But it's going to be this one second because this one still gives you a balance of all stats, and this one gives you the rest of your crits and additionals actually. So if I tap on it, you'll see crit or additional, or no, additional or dodge, crit or dodge, and then it's going to be like crit or additional up here, right? Then what I will say is, for your third path, if the character is more of an offensive unit, go with the top right path because this one boosts your attack more. If your character is more of a defensive unit, go with the bottom left path because this path boosts your defense and HP more. But yeah, that's how you get your character 100% rainbow star, all of that, right? Then let's talk about equipment. Okay, so now, how does equipment work? You'll see these spots right here, they're called skill orbs, right? So, the bronze skill orb, you can equip something in this slot once you get your character to UR. So from SSR to UR, they can go to level 100, that's when you unlock this bronze slot. The way that you unlock the silver slot is gonna be getting your character super attack to level 10. So even if you have an LR and their maxed out super attack can go to level 20, right? You just need to get their super attack to level 10 and you can unlock the silver slot. Then lastly, the way you're gonna unlock the golden slot, which is the sweatiest of the slots, obviously, you need to have at least 2 different duplicates in the character. So you see mine has the, what did I say? You start with this path first, you go to this path second. Even if you did these 2 paths first, I don't know why you would do that, you must hate yourself. But if you did these 2 paths first, you would still be able to use golden equips. As long as you unlock 2 paths, there's not 2 specific paths, just 2 paths that you have to unlock. Now, let's talk about the difference in the skill orbs. When it comes to the skill orbs, you can kind of build, so you want to build your character's potential system around their kit. So Cooler boosts his defense, I'm pretty sure, on super attacks. Let's take a look. Yes, he raises his defense for 1 turn. And then we're not going to read his whole passive right now. He does a lot of healing. He gains defense when he gets hit. But basically what I did was I gave him a balance in between additionals and crits, because he's already going to have high defense from getting hit, but also he's going to be building his defense on his super attack. So you want to maximize his chance of getting super attacks. Then I also put crits on just because I like the slim possibility that my character has a chance to crit. Also, so look at the levels on the crits and the dodges, right? And the additionals. Additionals and crits, whatever level they are, multiply that by 2, and that's the percent chance you have of performing an action, right? So my crit chance is level 14, so that means I have a 28% chance to crit the enemy when I'm in battle. Then my additional chance is 22%, level 22. So that means I have a 44% chance to do an additional attack. Not a super attack, it could be a super attack, but it could also just be a basic attack. But a 22% chance to do so. Then I always give my units level 3 dodge, right? Because having a chance to dodge is always fire, because I've been saved by level 3 dodge a lot. Now, we'll look at this skill orb right here. And after I go into this, I'll show you where you can get skill orbs, right? But we have 2 different kinds of skill orbs. We have the skill orbs, the regular skill orbs, right? Where you put it on, and if you put another skill orb on over it, if you overwrite the skill orb slot, so if I put another gold one on, I will lose this skill orb forever. And I only put this one up there because it gives them crits and additionals, level 3 to both. It just seemed like a really good idea, right? Now, another type of skill orb that you have is called EX skill orbs. You see the little infinity symbol right here. What an EX skill orb is that when you put it on a unit, so check this out. When you put an EX skill orb on a unit, you get the skill orb back. So let's waste one of these, because I only have one of those. I have 6 of those, 6 of those. I'm just doing this for like example, so I want to use something that I have a lot of, so I'm not actually like missing anything. We'll do this level 8 or these level 3 attacks, right? So you see this skill orb I have right here. Typically, if you change out the skill orb that you have for another skill orb, you lose that skill orb forever. But watch this. I press OK. Boom. That skill orb is gone. A new skill orb is equipped, and my skill orb is actually back secure into my inventory down here. Now I'm gonna put this skill orb back on, and we'll see that the skill orb that I just put on, that one was not an EX skill orb. So let's look. Boom. I just lost one of those skill orbs. Now I only have 7 and I had 8. But the one that I took off is still here because it's an EX skill orb, and you can just throw it back up there if you need to, really. But yeah, like I said, building out your skill orbs is more so kind of like preference, I feel like. It just depends on how do you have the character built out in their base state. I also don't like to fully like plan out my skill orbs until I have a unit at least 79%, because then I can start thinking about golden skill orbs as well. But you want to be very careful that you do not waste your skill orbs, because they used to be very, very rare to come by. Now there's actually pretty frequent ways to get them. Let's go talk about some of the ways, right? So this right here is actually the original skill orb dungeon. You go into this dungeon, you get like 3 spots. Each one of the spots are going to be a different skill orb, typically bronze or silver. And then you fight Whis at the end for another like silver equip. But if you go into this mission and Beerus is at the end, let's go into the mission. Okay, so we're going to see right here that I have the 3 spots, and my game is just going to auto battle for me while I talk it out, right? But I have the 3 spots right here. It's always going to be ones. I get the skill orbs. I get to the end. There's a fight for Whis at the end. Now, if you get into this mission and Beerus is at the end, when you fight Beerus, that is a guaranteed golden skill orb. So don't sleep on this event either. I mean, it's the most basic skill orb farming event that you could do, but you get the gist of it. We're going to let the event finish out just so we can look at my rewards at the end and see what skill orbs I got. Usually the skill orbs that you get from this mission are somewhat not the best. So we actually got a bronze skill orb from Whis just now. So a bad run, I guess. I think there's 3 bronze and 1 silver. Link levels. Okay, so we can see here. Yeah, 3 bronze and then 1 silver. Oh, the silver is a level 2 crit for intelligence characters. That could be useful for someone, right? So obviously we'll hang on to all of these. But yes, that is how that event goes. Then we have this event right here. Now, this event right here is actually, I've already done it today, so I can't hop into this one, but it's the same premise. You hop into this, you do 3 little spots, get your orbs, and then you pick a side, right? The side is either Salsa or it's Piccolo. If you go on Piccolo's side, you get Movie Heroes equips. If you go on Movie Boss's side, or if you go on Salsa's side, you get Movie Boss equips. That golden crit and additional I had on my metal cooler actually is from this event here. But you can get really good equips from these events, and typically whatever like major campaign, they have like some sort of event like this where you can farm skill orbs for the characters that are emphasized in the celebration. And then there's another place that you can farm equips. So it's actually not here right now, but it will be here tomorrow probably. Chain Battle, right? Chain Battle is this weird little game mode. I'm not too much of a fan of it. Don't really know why they introduced it, really. But you do Chain Battle. You beat all the missions on Chain Battle. I wish I could go in there and like show you more. Whenever it comes back, I'll do a video on Chain Battle just so we can get a better understanding. But you go into Chain Battle, right? After you go into Chain Battle, you do the missions. Whenever Chain Battle is over, you reap all the rewards, right, that you work for. Then you come over here to Baba's shop. Now you're gonna go to Secret Treasure Chest. That's the 4th tab all the way at the end right here. Then you use this right here, this little item. It's called Bond of Cooperation or something like that. But I only have 15 of them because I don't do Chain Battle. So I'm just gonna press trade. It just randomly gives you a skill orb. Oh, a golden level 4 skill orb. That's kind of useless. Nice. It gives you a skill orb. You can stack these to like the thousands. I've literally seen that man Truth have like 9,000 of these and just like run through them, right? But you get those. Oh no, these are the ones that you get from. So what are these? These are for specific characters. Who are these for? Oh, I can't check. Or maybe not specific characters, but this is from a different event. But this one right here is the one you actually get from Explosive Chain Battle. This one you get from a mission, and I'll go back and show you these missions in the Portal of Memories, but you get this from a mission in the Portal of Memories for Team Bardock, and then this one's for the Ginyu Force. I actually need to go back and do these because I would like to get equips on all of my free-to-play teams for free if it's available to me, right? But these ones right here, we'll go ahead and open up. Let's open up 10 boxes at a time. You can only open up 10 at a time. So let's open up 10 real quick and see what equips I get. Those equips are trash. I low-key want to open another one since I just realized I had these. A little bit of RNG for you. Oh, look at that. Level 3 combo attack, level 2 critical hit. I will take it. I will take it. 2 for the price of 1. Let's do one more pull. And then let's do one more pull and then we'll be done talking about equipment. Oh, I got additional? What level? Okay. Is it the additional's on level 1 and the attack boost is level 4. That's okay, I guess. So yeah, not too much going on. Oh, I had a level 2 earlier, now I have a level 3. That could be useful. Okay. Now, there's one more thing I want to talk about with working on your units. Okay, so now we are looking at, I have my units separated out by tags, right? And looking at all my units that have level 10 links. So, how do link skills work? Link skills used to be that they would just be the link skill and that was it. They would have like one effect and used to be able to like run a rotation, and if all 3 units in the rotation have the same link skill, the unit that's in the middle used to get like 2 times the link skill effects. Now with the link level update, it doesn't matter if every unit in the rotation has the same link skill. So let's look at big bad bosses by chance, right? Big bad bosses used to be attack and defense plus 25% whenever your health is 80% or lower. and then you would run 3 big bad bosses in one rotation together. And the unit in the middle of the rotation, as long as your health was below 80%, you would get 50% to your attack and defense, because that's just how you link levels used to work. Now they've updated link levels to a point where you can level them up and increase the effects of them, but they only proc one time. So your units could all be linking, but if say a big bad boss's unit is sitting in the middle with 2 other big bad boss's units around them, right? They're only going to get attack and defense plus 25%, because they realize how strong the link level update is. Now, you remember how I said big bad bosses used to be attack and defense plus 25% when health is 80% or lower? You'll see that I have big bad bosses level 10, and it just says attack and defense plus 25%. Now, how do I activate this? He just has to be beside any of these characters. Bro, do you see how many characters have big bad bosses as a link skill? Like, literally any boss from Dragon Ball Z, not any boss, but like most of the bosses from Dragon Ball Z have big bad bosses. Anybody who was like a major villain in an arc or a movie boss or anything like that, like, yeah, big bad bosses automatically, really good units. You just got to get their link levels to 10, but even still, once you get to level 10, it's worth it. An extra 25% free stats, yeah, bro. How do we level up link levels? Link levels actually level up as you just like play the game. Like, so everything else that I've been saying, you play the game, you'll just naturally get it. No, this is like the epitome of that. If you play the game, your link levels will definitely level up. Like, that's just how it works. Whenever you hop into a mission, there's a % chance for a link level, and let's go to a mission real quick just to show it off. Okay, so before we hop into the mission, right? Whenever you're trying to link level, there's a % chance, and the Dokkan Twitter actually accidentally like tweeted this out before. So there's a % chance for your link levels to level up. Stages that require more stamina are going to give you a better chance of getting a link level. But basically, if your link level is 1 and you're trying to get it to level 2, there's an 80% chance of it boosting. If it's level 2 and you're trying to get to level 3, 50% chance. Level 3 has a 30% chance to go to level 4. Level 4 has a 20% chance to go to 5. 5 has a 10% chance to go to 6. 6 has a 9% chance to go to 7. 7 has a 7% chance to go to 8. 8 has a 5% chance to go to 9, and then 9 has a 3% chance to turn into a level 10 link. Now, the way that link leveling works is whenever we hop into a mission, now there are stages that are better for link leveling, because what determines if you get your link levels is whenever you go into a stage. Let's go into a stage here. So when we go into a stage here, let's turn off auto map and auto battle. So the link levels are actually attached to random fights amongst the battlefield. We do not know which fights they are. So what you want to do is make sure that you can get the most fights possible when you're going through a mission. You can also auto this. You might not hit all the fights. You probably won't hit all the fights if you just auto battle it. But even still, you could auto battle it if you don't feel like doing it yourself. So we're going to go down the middle path because it's 2 and 2 either way. So either way, it's going to be the same amount of fights. Oh, and I got a 1, so that's really good. Now this stage takes a little bit longer just because each room is typically like at least 3 Cybermen. But luckily I have a lot of units that do multiple attacks. I should have taken off Cooler because he's all level 10 links. Now that's just a wasted slot. I could have had another unit in here boosting their links. But basically each one of the fights has a link level, or multiple link levels even, attached to them. You just got to pick up the right fights basically. If you miss all the fights with link levels, then you will go through a mission with no link leveling up. That's just the grim reality of it. But that's why we want to go into missions that have so many fights that it maximizes our opportunity of running across a fight that has a link level attached to it, right? So after this fight is over, we're gonna see if I link level on this. Okay? No link level on that. Sadly, we did not get a link level on that stage that I was running. All the units that I was running for that team, like I said, some of them were already link level 10. The rest of them were at a pretty high link level already. So some of the other stages that you can use to do link levels, right? This is out all the time now. This stage can be done once a day. This has a higher chance of leveling up your link skills. There was another mission called the it's like the Grand Elder Guru, the Namekian. He had an event that would also do link levels, and the percent chance of you boosting your link level when you go into that stage is like 19%. So that stage is really, really good. Another stage that we have right now. So what I like is that whenever we have major celebrations, they start doing all kind of things and all aspects of the game so that every part of the game feels themed around the celebration. So we have this Goku and Cooler celebration, or not Goku and Cooler, but the Cooler movie celebration, plus the Return to Cooler, right? So the Better Cooler movie as well. So not only do we have summon banners, we have new events related around those. We have growth events related around those with the movie bosses, movie heroes, skill orbs. We also have a link level stage that we can do 3 times a week. And man, this stage is really good. So this stage, I believe, has a 38% chance to boost your link levels. Really, really high chance, dude. You get to run it 3 times back to back per week. So definitely do not sleep on this event either. I've used this for some link levels. And then there's one more event that you can do for link levels. Now, this is the sweaty option, right? It's called the Guidance Keys, or the Supreme Kai's Grand Guidance. Let's go over to the shop, right? So, if we come right here to this tab, we'll see Supreme Kai's Guidance Pack. First pack has 5 keys, the second pack has 7 keys, the third pack has 18 keys. That gets you a whopping total of 20 keys. That costs 2, 4, plus 6. So like 12 bucks. After tax, maybe like 14 bucks for 20 keys, right? What do you do with these keys, you say? Well, you sweat with the keys. That's what you do. So you come back to your home screen, you press start, and then you're gonna go to the portal of memories this time, right? And then we're gonna look through the keys, right? So we go to growth. No, it's not growth. It is limited. You go to limited, right? And then you have some keys right here. I'm actually gonna take a team into this dungeon, and I was waiting to make. I did it once, but I was waiting for you guys to do it again, right? So we're gonna switch the team up a little bit, because this cooler is already level 10 links and this freeze is already level 10 links. But I still do want to work on my Wicked Bloodline team, so we're gonna put AGL Meta Cooler here. What's his link levels at right now? He's at a high enough level that I would say I can put him in here. Let's do that. Low key, I kind of want to start farming his links because I feel like when he gets an easy A, I feel like when he gets an easy A, he's gonna be really good actually. Ooh, what if I got 3 level 10 links for him? What about this Frieza? Maybe this Frieza is the one. Yeah, because he doesn't have level 10 big bad bosses yet. So let's take him. So we're gonna hop into this. We're gonna go here, fight this man, right? And we're just gonna take a look at how many link skills I get to level up. Now this stage, I would not recommend bringing units that have. Now I know I'm saying this and I'm not following this, but if your unit has lower than like honestly level 8 links, I wouldn't consider bringing them in here. Maybe level 7s. If most of their links are like level 8 and you got like 1 or 2 level 7 links, then I mean, hey, do what you do. But if they're not like level 8 and above, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm only bringing these units in because I'm just like, yo, some of these links aren't level 8 or above, but these units are so good. I'm just trying to max out all the units. I'm just trying to get them level 10s, and I can still run the regular dungeons while I'm waiting to get the other link skills up to like level 8, level 9, right? So let's see. He's gonna do an additional though, right? Oh no, he doesn't have to because somebody else already did an additional. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Every single link leveled up. Every single one of this man's links just leveled up, bro. Like, this stage is ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. We get to this cooler. Every single one of his links levels up. Nice. This Frieza, he has a lot of level 10 links, I'm pretty sure. So we get level 9 big bad bosses with this Meta Cooler army. I'm actually trying to link level the meta. Ooh, 3 level 10 links. That is magnificent. And his transform state also got a link level. And then Cooler has level 10 big bad bosses. So this run was actually phenomenal. So 3 level 9 big bad bosses, and then 2 level 10 big bad bosses, plus a lot of just extra level 10 links sprinkled into the mix, right? So if you're a sweat and you want to spend money on keys, then do that. You can do whatever you please. I cannot stop you. But I would not recommend it just because, you know, there's plenty of ways to farm stuff free to play. I just did it because I can't be bothered to farm that stuff for too long, right? I'm a busy guy. I got a lot of stuff to do. That's gonna be it for my character growth guide, though. Hope you guys did enjoy that. Hope this was helpful for you. You already know I'm gonna put the chapters down below for you. I'm gonna link my other video, my box showcase, up for you, just in case you want to see that, because I also talk about the basics of maintaining your character box and making sure that everything is all pretty and neat whenever you go to look for your units, right? But if you guys enjoyed the video, then please do go down below and smack that old like button. You already know how this goes. And you can subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay notified every single time the Dokkan Deadman rises again. That's going to be your boy DEADMANVINCE. Not DEADMANVINCE, I'm so sorry. Dokkan Vince signing out, and you guys have a good one. Peace.